Hey folks, and welcome to another tutorial with Mr. P. Let's see what we are about to draw today. I think we're gonna go for Ballerina Biscuit. Okay, let's get started. Make sure you have a blank sheet of paper in front of you and a drawing utensil. I'm gonna be using a fine felt tip, but you can use a pencil if you want. I'm gonna start in the middle of the page with a cute little upturned smile. And then right in the corner, I think I'm just going to add a little bit of cheek. From there, we're going to go right to 2 circles for the eyes. One at one corner of the mouth, and another at the other. And then let's do some upturned, closed eyelids. 2 little curves here. Already you can tell she's happy. Now I'm going to thicken the eyelashes here, give 3 nice long lashes. And I'll do And there you have it. So far we've just got a slightly upturned line for the smile, a little line for the cheek at the corner, 2 circles for the eyes, and then I've colored in those eyelashes. Okay, there you have that. And now we're gonna have to give her a nice round body, but I think let's put her crown on top of her head first. So we're gonna do another little curve, upturned just like her smile. Just long enough to fit between those 2 eyeballs. I'm going to go up on an outward angle on either side. Little circle on top. I'm going to come down toward the center. Let's have a higher, almost triangular shape in the middle with another little ball. And there you have it. Simple crown. Now we're going to make a nice big circle for her body, but remember, she's a cookie. So this circle doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, if it's a little bit lumpy, that's even better. Because later on, we're going to fit in some chocolate chips. I'm going to stop halfway and really only create a semicircle here so that we can start working in her shoulders. Let's go ahead and fit in the top of her outfit here. So we're going to go for almost a heart-shaped swoop. And the point of that heart is going to be right down the center of her face. Then it's going to go up and around to the edge of the cookie. All right. Let's throw in some little cloud-like shapes for her shoulders. And let's get the outline of her arms going. So, 2 curves swooping in toward the center of her body. And do the same thing on the outside. From here, let's work on her hand position a bit. Now, if you have to slow this down or repeat it, by all means, but it's a pretty simple little curve for the top of her thumb. We're going to do the back of her hand as well, just a simple curve. And from here, we're going to swing that thumb around and then make a simple little loop to close off her fingers. Okay, let's fix this hand up a bit. We're just going to connect the thumb to that finger. And this other hand here is going to really do the same thing, but most of it will be hidden behind the other hand. So we're going to do that curve for the thumb. and a curve for the back of the hand. Okay, let's get started on this ballerina's skirt. Try to break this down simply. We're going to create a bunch of narrow connected S-like shapes. And these S's are just going to press up against each other. And watch the line that they follow. They're going to wrap around her body. And just on the outer edge, I'm going to close up the end of that S loop. Right at the top of each S, I'm going to do a little diagonal line that leads toward the center of her body. The S's that meet her hands are going to disappear behind her hands. And then once I pass the center line of her body, I'm going to flip the S so that it's backwards, moving in the opposite direction. And still, any of the S's that are behind her arms, I'm just going to hide. Notice those S's curve almost from one elbow down under her hands and then back up to the other elbow. Okay. From here, I'm just going to fix up the bottoms of each S. I'm going to make sure that they all connect with little loops. Okay, from here I'm gonna have to build out her skirt. So one center line moving up, and then from each S a little diagonal line that's gonna move to around her belt area. So maybe we should do this first. Just a nice curved line that's gonna show where her hips are. And from there, diagonal lines. Starting to look a lot more like a skirt. And there you have it. Connect the rest of these little lines at the bottom of the S's so it looks like one piece. Okay, from here I think we can create her legs. Nice diagonal lines that meet together. I think we're going to make her legs cross. We're going to put her in a nice little position here. And let's put her on point. So we're going to create a loop for the bottom of that leg. And we're going to put her ballerina slipper around it. And that's really just another loop. And the foot that's behind, we're going to make it slightly smaller, just a little bit. But it looks like it's in the background. Notice it even stops a little bit sooner than the other foot. And then let's create the wraps for her ballerina slippers. Just little rectangles moving up her leg. Beautiful. Let's add some detail to her dress now. Close off her sleeves. And I think add a few little buttons here. Maybe just 3 on either side. Or maybe instead of buttons, we make this a corset. Perfect. Let's lace this. So we're going to create really thin rectangles. on an angle. And they're going to go from one of those little holes to the next. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side, but this time I'm going to make it so that that rectangle disappears underneath the first ones that we drew, so it looks like they're overlapping. And there you have it. Looks like it's being laced up. Let's add a few more details here. If it's being laced up, then we're going to have to make it look as though there's a piece here. So just on the outside of those little holes that you've drawn, nice straight lines, and then right on the other side of the holes. And again, notice I'm not going right over top of the lace. I want it to look like the string that we've created is over top of these panels. And here, let's create a collar. So we're just going to follow that swooping line just underneath her neck, or as much of a neck as a Ballerina Biscuit could have. And we're going to meet in the center. Oh, perfect. Let me give a little bit more shape to her body here. And I think we'll move on to the chocolate chips. I think I'm going to use a chocolate chip for each eyebrow. Remember, they don't have to be perfect here. Once melted, chocolate chips aren't exactly the same shape. Let's make her look a little bit happier. We're going to put an upturned curve under each eyeball. It's going to make it look like her cheeks are really turned up. A few more chocolate chips around the edge, I think. So just small little circles that you can color in with your pencil. And there you have it. We've got our chocolate chips. I think I'll just thicken up her eyelids a little bit. Maybe add a few more details to her sleeves. And if you saw Hungry Hungry Unicorn, then I'm doing exactly what I'm doing to the clouds, to the sleeves. Just tiny little U's at the corner of each curve to give it a bit more shape. Cloud-like. Now her crown probably needs a few more details, maybe a big jewel over here, maybe some tiny jewels up here, but I think we can leave that for color. So there you have it, Ballerina Biscuit's outline is done. Let's see what she looks like colored. Isn't she lovely? Now, I chose a pink and purple color palette here with some yellow for the background and for her crown. The chocolate chip cookie is brown. I used some pink for the eyeshadow and to blush up her cheeks a little bit, and white for her tights. But you could do whatever you like. Remember, this is your drawing, so have fun. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more characters with Mr. P. Until next time, happy doodling!